Yo, what is good, everybody? Everybody, what's good? Welcome in to one more episode of the BeBall Jones podcast. And of course, I am BeBall Jones of the BeBall Jones podcast. And dang it, I missed it. And that is Nelson Haskin, the reigning Peach Belt Conference PBC DTOY. So BP. Dang, I messed it up.
You had it though.
I had it. No, because I'm used to saying DT for me because I like defensive training. That's kind of like my thing.
Oh,
And
okay.
you're DPOY. So like, I'm right, but I'm wrong.
It was so close.
I'm flipping up with the hands and which way to point. And I was right. I got the conference right, and I got the title wrong. And let me stop this. Listen. All right, try this again. Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the BeBall Jones podcast. Of course, I am your host, BeBall Jones, and of course, that is your co-host, Nelson Haskin, the reigning Peach Belt Conference Defensive Player of the Year. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Not much, bro. How you doing?
I'm better now since I had to refresh the system and get that introduction right, man. So, yeah, man. So if you are brand new, welcome in. I'm so ecstatic and glad that you decided to jump in. If you are returning, family member of this podcast, welcome back. Hope you feel comfortable. We got a couple of drinks in the fridge over there. You know where the seat is, so just sit back, relax, and feel good. Enjoy the conversation. You feel me? So yeah. I'm working on the introductions. I'm gonna give y'all a little behind the scenes that you kind of know about either. I'm working on the introduction of the podcast. As you guys can obviously see, I just butchered that one. So, but no, it's just like so. That was like a 6 out of 10, and I go back to the gym. But no, it's like I listen to podcasts, right? And they kind of like introduce what the podcast is about and stuff. So it's like welcome into the NBA on TNT podcast where we do X, Y, and Z and blah 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 blah. So I'm like, maybe we need that for our podcast. I've been thinking about that. So I don't know if we are. I don't know if we're not. Y'all probably find out next episode. Obviously not this one because I butchered it. So hey,
we got to chalk this one. Charge that to the game.
that was terrible, bro. Like that's not the way you want to start the game off, bro. That was a nice little 8-0 run we allowed to happen. So coach had to call a timeout.
You got called timeout. It's always bad. Never one had to call the first time out.
Yeah, this ain't a Phil Jackson moment where he let you play yourself out of it. Nah, he called a timeout. Get this straight. That's not the triangle. Oh man,
boy, that's funny.
But I feel like I bounced back. I recovered. We came back on our own little run. You feel me?
Yeah.
So.
Oh no. We at the time we settled down, got to playing our game.
Yeah, we came back in the game. We got a little flustered. You feel me? So we back in the groove now. We back playing the triangle. We get that thing about it there. So.
Boy,
but nah, man. What's been going on with you, man? How's your week been?
Week's been pretty up and down. Started off good, been playing good basketball recently. My team was on a 5-game win streak. So, we was doing pretty good. And I was playing pretty well. Recently was named player of the week in the conference. Had two good games in a row. Scored 20 plus both games. Only missed 5 shots combined in both games. So I was got into a little bit of a groove, playing pretty well. But then, we had our first conference game the other night, and we ended up losing that one. So that 5-game win streak, while it doesn't mean nothing, it almost feels like nothing. Now it's like, that doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
You know how it is, but yeah, we lost our first conference game to the number 1 team in the conference right now. So, that hurt. That stung a little bit, but, it bounced back. Got another game coming up. Just got to focus on the next one. So and start another win streak. That's how it goes. That's why season is all about getting streaks going, stringing wins in a row. That's how
Mhm.
you that's how you make sure you where you want to be when the season is at the end. So, but what about you, man? How's your week? How's everything with you?
um, like last 7 days week or like this current week?
Let's go last 7 days because as we stand, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah. So that's why I was kind of making sure. Last 7 days. That's a good question because I don't remember. Um, that's sad. I remember finally seeing get to see you play again in person.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm surprised you mentioned that, so I had to do it for you.
No, my bad,
Uh,
dog. I was gonna get into it eventually.
but yeah, man. I don't even remember what day that was, bro. My memory's all over the place. So went
That
to
was
go see
Saturday.
you play Saturday. So yeah,
Mm,
went to go see you play. Um, that was pretty cool. You feel me?
mm.
Parts of it wasn't as fun. Um, mainly being at the gym was pretty hot, and then it
Man,
wasn't.
and you were just sitting in the stands. Imagine being me. Imagine being us.
I
And
mean,
it's
that was
so
being
hot in
cool,
there.
and it was like a middle school gym too, so that was even better. So
Everything right here, man.
everything,
That was terrible.
but good part about it was y'all got the win, and you did your thing, man. You know,
Hey man, appreciate that, brother.
had a 20 ball. I don't think I remember really from stat wise. You had a 20 ball. You had a couple nice moves. I ain't gonna lie. You had one where you had two where you kind of got in your bag, and I was like, I see you, I see. Hey,
Hey boy.
hey.
Hey boy. Been a long time coming, bro.
You had one where you had up and under at the goal, and I was like, that's not the same Nelson I know. That's somebody brand new, boy. And you had one where it wasn't a big deal, but to see the growth, I saw that. Like the family might not have been able to catch it and be like, he just did what? Oh, okay. But you had one where you faked the handoff, and then you had like a little bop bop, little quick 1-2 or something, and you drove and you just passed it off again for I think another handoff. I think I can't remember, but
Mm,
it's like the subtle little handle you did. I was like, that was quick and smooth. Like, okay,
man, hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something funny about that actually. Um, there's a move I did kind of similar to what you're talking about, but I don't think we're talking about the same play. I got the ball on the perimeter. I went tween cross, got down here, and then when I got down here, I like half spun, and then I pounded, and I spun back, use my left hand leg. And
I
so,
remember that. Yeah,
yeah, so cool, good little move right there. I'm watching the game back on the bus ride home because it was about 3.5 hour drive home. So I'm watching the game back, and I saw myself do that, and I was like, "Is that me? Is that me doing this?"
mm-hmm.
Like I was like the way you probably was looking at me when I watched it back. That's exactly how I looked at myself, as if I didn't do it. Because I was like, "Yo, what's all this, boy? Like when you start doing that?" And then I hit two threes, and
Yep,
like
yep.
man, so
You
the
should have
funny
had three, but your toes on the line.
facts. That's actually true. But um, the ref, one of the refs that was at the game, matter of fact, um, he had ref me in JUCO when I was at Bevel, right? Because Alabama refs kind of stay around that area. Because Jasper ain't, but like 45 minutes from my house, maybe.
Yeah,
Um, he had ref me when I was in JUCO when I played at Bevel, and at halftime he was like, hey, man, how they let you get out of the state of Alabama? I was like, actually, this school right here had offered me, but I ended up going to Columbus. And he's like, oh man, well, man, I can see you've been working on your game a lot, man. You always been athletic, been able to block a shot, man. You always been doing that, but man, like your offensive bag is getting a little bigger, man. It's getting really good, man. I see the improvement. And I was like, man, I appreciate that, sir. That means a lot to me. So it's like it's funny, like people I don't know can see it. It's like,
Mhm.
man, this kid's been working. Like, yeah, I
Yeah,
have. It's been a long time coming. So
yeah,
it's just always good to know the work has been recognized.
yeah. You love that left hand too. I noticed that.
Oh, the left really better than the right. Don't tell
I
me
can tell
competition
because you. I can tell, bro. Because
because
I
I'm
ain't gonna do
going
the whole
to
play, but
it.
you was going to it. You had a move, and every time you went to it, you went to the left, and I was like, oh, okay, I see what's up.
Yeah.
It only took about 3 times before I noticed.
About three. Hey, but it's funny though because they don't know. I'm getting to the rim. I'm going right. I'm spinning back left. Like, nah, I'm going to the left, my boy. Excuse me.
Every time. I was like,
Bro,
boom, okay, nice little move. Second time, boom. I'm like, maybe just he said had the same read. Third time, okay, this is a Nelson thing. Like, I think you missed one of them. You made the first one, missed the second one, and you finessed the third one. So I was like, oh, this is his thing. Like once you did the same move the third time and you had a little extra to it, oh, this is his thing. Like that's not just like a happenstance. That's his thing. Like that's a move that he practices.
I don't know, man. I be telling my coach that I'm like, coach, I'm really left-handed, coach. I just shoot my right, but I'm really left-handed. I don't know why it is, but I just didn't develop that way. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But the game has definitely grown. So I got to notice that, that Saturday. Um, got busy last week, man. I just went to go see my players play. Yeah, it was fun because their growth has been fun. Because talking to the parents and stuff, I had one dude. He been dropping a lot of buckets, man. He had like 17 one game and like 10 rebounds. Girl, she been going off. She's having 11-point games, and she had like 15 another game, and she been doing her thing. So that's been fun to kind of see their growth and everything too. So um, yeah, basketball season got busy for me. Just going to watch all the different people play. So it's gonna be my life right now: training, podcasting, focusing on business stuff, trying to grow this podcast and my training business, and that's pretty much been my whole week, bro. Between going to Jasper to train or watch them play or going to somebody else's game, I'm always in somebody's gym. So, but I had a pretty good week, man.
But that's good though, man. That's a mark of a trainer that really cares about their players. If you're willing to go watch them play the games, like, because they ain't paying you for that. But
I wish.
yeah, but it shows that you care about them as people and not just as part of your business. It's like, oh well, I train you, so I'm gonna come watch you play, see your improvements, stuff like that. I think that's cool. So, kudos to you, man. You're a good guy.
I appreciate that, man. But it's just fun, bro. Cause it's like imagine if you were a chef and you cook meals all the time, but you never ever tasted your food. I just feel like that's kind of weird to never be like, is my food really that good? Like, how do you know? Do I need to put more salt in it? Do I need to add different seasoning to it? Do I need to cook a little bit longer? Like to never ever taste your food, like never to enjoy your own meals, kind of just like I just feel like that kind of takes some of the fun out of it. So as a trainer, I feel like it's cool to see them in sessions and everything, but why not sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor? To like, dang, we worked on that move and I saw them actually do it, or I see, okay, we've been training working on this, they're not using it. Am I doing the wrong stuff? Are they not implementing it? So it's like it's kind of just like the taste testing of a chef to be like, okay, where I need to pivot, where I need to move forward, do I need to add more ball handling? Do I need to go in this direction with the trainer? Do I need to do that? Whatever. And it's cool to be with the parents too, build that relationship and stuff, man. Because I got some amazing parents. Like they are dope. Like even with some kids I don't train as much anymore, I still keep in touch with them and the parents and stuff here and there, man. So that's one thing I can always say. I ain't had the best parents all the time, but right now I currently have amazing parents. So that's a fun part of it too.
That's cool, man. Um, you actually reminded me, but fun fact, I'm in the process right now of putting on my own Christmas basketball camp. Actually, yeah, like I'm putting it on myself. Obviously, I'm gonna do it here at the school through the school, but it's my face on it. I did all of them, me, and then I got my partner Darnell that that plays here too. That's part of the program here. And I recruited him to help me because he worked a lot of the basketball camps in the summertime that I was doing with school.
Mm-hmm.
Like I worked almost every basketball camp we had this summer. And he's been doing it too, so I know he can do it. He knows what's going on. He's good at it. So yeah, he's just me and him. But my face on the flyers and all that, cause like now I done kind of developed a name for myself, not to
Mm-hmm.
brag, right? But it's like this is my third year here. A lot of people in the community know me. I got defensive player of the year, so uh, that's something I can actually market now. It's not just
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, I play basketball. I'm gonna do this camp. You should send your kids. It's
Yeah.
like, nah, Columbus State men's basketball player, Nelson Askin, defensive player of the year, the Peach Belt, whatever. And then most of them have seen me play. I'm not just like a nobody. They've seen me play. They know I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Kids like me. I worked at the YMCA, so I know a lot of kids in the community, you know. Then went to different schools and read the kids and played with kids and stuff. The school sends us
Yeah.
out every now and then. So yeah, I'm in the process now of putting that on, trying to make me a little side hustle money. Hopefully it does well. But I mean it's 2 weeks from now, so I guess we'll see.
That was up, bro. That's breaking news to me, you guys. So y'all got the news just like I got the news.
Yes, sir. So it's
That
like a
was up.
Christmas day. Yeah, it's like a Christmas break camp. So it's like an all day thing that gives parents time to go do Christmas shopping and stuff. And it's while the kids are out of Christmas, like out on Christmas break. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like a good time. My coach really put me on game. Coach Moore really put me on game with it and told me how to showed me how to do it, whatever, how I need to go about it. And
Mm-hmm.
so we'll see, man. Hopefully it has a good turnout. If it does, then I'll make a good amount of money. If it doesn't, then hey, maybe the next time I get to do it, or I decide if I want to do it again, it will make a lot of money. So either way, I'll be happy because it's just something I can put on my resume, all type of stuff. You know,
Yeah. That was up, man.
yeah, man. So we'll see.
What made you want to do it?
Like I said, coach kind of put me on game in the summertime, and we was actually on our way to work a camp. Me and him, I was in the car with him. We was
Mm-hmm.
going out to work a basketball camp. And he was like, Nelson, you can do your own basketball camp for real. I was like, I can. And he was like, yeah, I used to do it when I was he said he used to do it when he was a grad assistant
Mm-hmm.
at Columbus State. He was a grad assistant and kind of worked his way up. But he's like, when I was a grad assistant, I used to do basketball camps during Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, summertime, like all the little times when kids would be out of school, I would do basketball camps, put the information out. It might get 20, 30, 40 kids. You never really know. But charge 30 kids $40 to be in the gym all day. Or like let's say you just do it for like he said, let's say you do it for like 4 hours and charge
Mm-hmm.
every kid $30, $40, and you get 30 kids. That's $1,200. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, that is $1,200. And he was like, yeah, man, and yeah, you good with kids, and people in the community love you. They starting to know your name and stuff. You got a name for yourself. He was like, you defensive player of the year, so that's something. People know you now. So you probably could
Mm-hmm.
do it. You probably could do it yourself. He said, get Darnell or somebody. He even said that part. He said, get Darnell or somebody to help you, and y'all just split the money. And I was like, he just talking, and I'm in my head
Yep.
like all of this could work. Cause like to be real, I never thought about trying to put on like a camp. Like I didn't thought about training. Training is one thing. It's like you get 2 or 3 kids in the gym, train them for an hour. That's nothing. And then their
Yep.
parents just hand you the money, whatever. That's nothing. But a camp is just it seems like such an organizational thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, how I'm gonna put on a basketball camp? Like I would need the school's like permission and stuff, right? Like that's a middleman, or I need a gym, I need the equipment, this and this and this. But he was like, yeah, man, you can use the school gym, you can probably whatever. I get you. I mean, the equipment already in there. You don't need to go get no equipment. All you gotta do is make sure you got an itinerary of what the kids gonna do, and you got enough people to watch the kids and maintain it or whatever. And then like have a first aid kit. And I was like, dang, this sounds so simple as you saying it. I was like, surely it's not this easy, but we finna see. So I decided to go ahead and
Yeah.
put it in motion. and hopefully we have a good little turnout. Last I checked, we had like 10 kids already signed up. Like the first week we put it out, I haven't checked since then. So hopefully it's went up. But we'll see, man. I'll let y'all know how it turns out. But if it turns out bad, then I won't let y'all know how it turns out. So we'll see.
Oh, that's funny. But no, bro, you gotta share the wins and the losses, which I'm learning myself because as you know, we kind of talked about this, but I don't know if they know, but I'm not the most you know, transparent person. You feel me? I'm not just out there with stuff, but I'm learning to peel back at least a layer. I'm definitely not finna go all the way in there because that's just heck no. But at least a layer. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can take. I got a thing, a jacket, and a coat, and a hoodie, and a turtleneck, and a long sleeve, a t-shirt, and a tank top. Like, you can take one layer off, being like one of them. Like, it's okay, bro. Like, the coat ain't finna get you, bro. Like, so, um, like you're way more open than I am, and that's something I've been working on with you know business overall and just myself. But you know, it's okay to share that. And honestly, not just being more transparent with that too is like, um, I'm learning that sometimes sharing that is not about you; it's about somebody that's listening. So it's like somebody else threw a camp or a clinic or did something that they felt, oh, it's gonna be right up here. Expectations is a 10, but reality made it like a 6. So it's like, but at the same time, it's taking the good out of that regardless. So yeah, I expecting 30 kids, I only got 10. Oh dang, I had worse than that, but Nelson still did this. Oh, maybe I didn't do as bad. You know what I mean? So I'm learning to do that for myself too. So, um, but you're gonna do it first because I don't have nothing to share right now. So yeah.
It's all good, brother. I don't mind. But it's cool though, man. Like you got like that is a good little saying. You gotta be willing to share the wins and the losses because you sharing your losses might keep somebody else from making the same mistakes you made. So, but nah,
No, no, matter of fact, let me think of something I messed up with this week. What I'm thinking, do you have anything that you kind of like a loss or a lesson that you had um from this past week?
um, I would say like I said, we lost our first conference game the other day, and I mentioned this on the podcast before. I'm pretty sure, but main thing in basketball and in life, can't never get too high, can't never get too low.
Mm-hmm.
So I like I said, I won Player of the Week after two good games last week, and you saw one of them. And I knew we had our first conference game coming up the following week, which was Monday. So it was a quick turnaround. I found out I won Player of the Week on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
right on the bus ride up there. And just like so, you like, and it's funny because the way my mindset is, I didn't even think about possibly winning Player of the Week. I'm playing like I didn't think about that being in the war, even though I knew that was a thing that they gave our Player of the Week every week in the
Mm-hmm.
conference. I didn't think about it possibly being me because I had never even been on a level to where I would have thought like, hey, I might get it this week. But um, when I got it, everybody congratulating me and stuff. Whole time I'm thinking like, don't let this go to your head because you're like you got a real game today. Like you
Mm-hmm.
know, like it's serious today. Like that doesn't matter. This is cool and everything, and I'm grateful. But none of that matters. No, like tonight because it like it does. It's not gonna help me in this game. So I really was telling myself that the whole day. Like man, don't feed into the hype. Like yeah, you've been playing well. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. People
Mm-hmm.
telling me like, hey man, congratulations on Player of the Week, man. Hey man, you deserve it. This and this and this. They hype me up. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate it, but let's win today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to win today.
Yeah.
We didn't win, so that hurt me. And I'm like, see, man. Like, I'll try not to let it, ruin it for me because it's like, man, I still did some good stuff, whatever. But never too high, never too low, though, man. So, got to bounce back and get ready for our next game, which will be Thursday. That's another conference game. So don't need to be slipping to 0-2. Gotta bounce back.
Yeah. Like I'm learning how to like how do I like internally manage the highs and lows? 'Cause, like
Mm.
you can put on a good face about being okay, but inside you're not okay. So like I could have had a terrible day today, but I'm showing like you couldn't tell from how this is showing, but like how do you internally find that peace of like, dang, bro, like I won player of the week, but we just lost the game. So how do I find that middle ground again? So that's something I've been kind of figuring out, man. It's like I mean, it sounds corny and cliche, but it's like it's super true, man. I just learned how to be grateful with everything. Like how you just sit back and be in gratitude through it all. And it's definitely easier said than done. I know it sounds corny and just like whatever, but until you actually sit through that junk and try it, that junk is like it's like I hate to say a hack, but that junk is like life changing, bro. So when you have a great thing happen, man, I'm thankful, and it's like, man, I appreciate that, and it's cool. Like sit in that moment of being like, man, that was cool to have. Like I had this good moment, that was cool, and then this terrible thing happened, and we just lost the game. All right, that sucks. All right,
Back to square one.
not even back to square one, but it's like, okay, I'm down here. How do I come back to my neutral ground? So it's like for me personally, which I can speak on in a minute, it's like, okay, I took this once again, almost coming cliche, but I turn my L's into lessons. I turn my losses into lessons. So it's like it's cliche, but the more I'm learning, these cliches are pretty true. So like, okay, I made this mistake or this thing happen. How can I flip it to where it's more of a benefit now? So okay, we lost, but what can I learn about this loss that happened? Okay, I didn't play my game because I got too caught up on being player of the week. So how do I fix that for next time? Okay. Don't tell me if I want player of the week, number one. Don't congratulate me that I need to be regular day. Or if it happens, how do I get my mindset back to like, that was a fluke, or all right, cool, now do it again. Like some type of mind game that you have to play to where, okay, now I'm figuring something out. Because next thing you know, you might have level 2 of that, level 3 of that. You're gonna keep failing because you didn't even pass level 1. And so just figuring out how to get back to trying not to use big words here, but like homeostasis is like just like the even killed like the
Homeostasis.
I don't know where that came from, man, but it fits, so whatever. But
$1 million word, huh, my boy.
I have not used that word since probably when I needed to, whenever I was in school. So that was interesting vocabulary for my brain to pick out. But nah, man. So find like that balanced middle ground to get back to. And so like my little lesson or loss this week, like I'm once again I'm not the most extroverted guy, but I'm learning that I need to like step out my comfort zone some and like kind of if I want to grow the business and grow as whatever, I need to start marketing a little bit better and shaking hands, kissing babies type stuff. And so, like I said, I'm going out to the games in Jasper, man, and I told myself my goal is to at least reach out and talk to I said 2 or 3 people about training, and so that was my goal. And I ended up talking to 2, and I failed on getting the third one. And I kind of talked to one about one, but she had a trainer. Talked to the other one, prospect, and it's possibly looking like a yes. And I didn't get the third one. I had an opportunity to, but I didn't do it. So it's like, okay, why didn't I do it? Well, not necessarily shy, but it's like it feels weird for me to like kind of, hey, do you want to be get a trainer? Like it just feels weird for me to do that. Like I'm used to
I
like,
absolutely understand.
yeah, it feels better to be like secondhand, which kind of how one of them happened. It's like, hey, what is this is B, he trains my son, da da da, person this and that, if you want to happen, get with him, whatever. I'm used to that happening. I'm not used to being like, yeah, so I'm a trainer and this is what I do, and if you want to get training, whatever. So it's weird, bro. And I'm working to get past it. The more I do it, the more I get comfortable with it. And the more I get comfortable with it, the better I get with it, and the more players I can get. So uh I failed that little goal of getting my 3 ass. I didn't even care if all of them said no, but
The
I
fact
just
that
want to
you
get my 3.
asked.
Yeah, that's all I needed. I just needed. I didn't get my attempts up. So like, I'm not finna score if I ain't getting all my attempts up. So that's kind of
Miss
like
100%
my
of the shots you don't take.
exactly. So that's my little lesson or loss that I took this week, man. It's just get all the attempts up, bro. Like leave the gun empty. So that's kind of what happened for me this week, man. My little um, lesson for
Your
this week.
L of the week.
Yeah.
Might have to make that a regular thing. The L of the week. But it stands for lessons.
Yeah. But
Well,
that's kind of what happened for me, bro.
that's what's up, man. That's good though. But you know you work your way. You getting there. Baby steps. Baby steps.
Hey, man. Hey, I finally wearing a shirt when it's appropriate. Progress is on the goal. Progress is
Progress is the
on the
only
goal.
goal. Now, hey, there we go. Hey, but I remember when I was like trying to get a few kids to train to make a little extra money, and I remember I asked my assistant coach Carl, who trains me consequently. I was like, how do you go about asking kids like to train them? Because it's like I was like, it's weird to me because two things. I don't want to ask for the kid's number, especially if it's a girl. I don't want to be like, hey, what's your phone number? You know, I'll text you, I'll call you, whatever. So I don't want to do that. And I don't want to be like, hey, let me get your mom's number. Like, there's something about them two sentences that it just there's no good way to say it. Especially when you my age, because it's like I'm grown, but I'm still young. It's like, nah, bro. There's
Oh
no
man.
good way to say it.
Yo, what's your mama number? Somebody here like what?
What? What did you just ask her? So then I just be like, so I would be like, is your mom here, or your dad here, one of your parents? Are they with you?
Mhm.
And they'll be like, ah, no, nah, they left or whatever. I'd be like, dang, well, sometimes I give them my contact. I'd be like, hey, here's my phone number. Tell your mom to text me or whatever. Whenever if y'all decide y'all want to do it, whatever. Because like that's what he told me to do.
Yeah.
Because I was like real deal like feeling like weird. I was like, bro, how do I even say?
Hmm.
But it got better eventually. But it just was funny for a minute. I was like, do I ask for your number or your mom's number or your dad's number?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It just depends on the situation. Like for me personally, so depending on the age is a big thing too. So,
yeah.
um, let me think. The last situation I had was a guy. What grade is he in? He's in ninth or 10th grade, and he knows of me. He's seen me around because like he trains at the gym. I mean, he goes on hoops at the gym that I train at, and so he sees me around or whatever. And
Mhm.
so I remember how. Oh, I went to watch them play. I didn't know he was on the team, but I watched them play. I was like, oh, this little dude from the gym. Oh, what's up, bro? So we just chopped it up a little bit here and there. And I just gave him a little, pointers here and there or whatever. Um, and I don't know how it came about, but we ended up talking about him training with me. And so I was like, I remember how information got exchanged, but I think I gave him my number. That's what I'm gonna go with because I don't remember. And so got into the gym, or I told him I'm gonna be there this day. I don't remember, but it ended up being like, first session. What's up, man? How you feeling? All right, cool. Um, talk to your mom, dad, whoever, whatever, and see what y'all want to do. So it's kind of like depending on the situation. So more than likely, if it's of a certain age and below, straight to the parent. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Girls, more than likely, still shifting to the parent because once again, that's a whole sticky situation. But
Mhm.
dudes, 9 times out of 10, because dudes are different. Dudes are weird. It's like we don't care. We just want to train. So it's like it's easier with dudes, man. But the optics of it being the girls is like just a little uh, So
Where's your mom?
straight to the mom. Your mom and dad here? You mind if I have a come? All right, cool. Appreciate it. So straight there. Wait, wait, hold on. Time out. Hold on real quick. I just got a quick question for you. All right, okay, look. So where did you go? Like, what are you going after right now in your life? Right? Are you looking to make the team. Okay, you didn't make the team, but you're looking to figure out how to make the team coming up. Or maybe you made the team, but you're on the bench, you're not playing like you want to. Or maybe you're playing a little bit like you want to, but you're not a starter, or you're not finishing the games like you want to. Or maybe you're the player, but you're just not quite where you want to be as far as recognizing your county or maybe your conference or your state, whatever you're trying to be recognized at. Um, Whatever your goal is, I want you to forget about that. Put it on the board or something, write it down in your phone and just put it somewhere and tuck it away. I want you to take that goal, throw it over there, and now I want you to write a new one, right? I want you to write PROGRESS. Progress. I want you to make progress your goal. Okay? So take that big goal that you have now and take it, put it in your back pocket, and just figure out how to make progress and work towards that goal. Because sometimes we get so caught up on the goal of the end goal where we want to be that we don't keep working forward and working towards that goal like we should be. So every day I want you to wake up and figure out how to just make progress. How can I be better today than I was yesterday? It's new tomorrow. The same exact thing. Figure out how can I be better today than I was yesterday. It doesn't matter how good you are or what you did yesterday. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Your goal today is to make progress be better than you was yesterday. And so if you need a reminder about that, all I want you to do is to have a reminder. I want you to go ahead and get one of these hoodies. Or you get you a t-shirt. I got a couple options for you. So get you a hoodie or a t-shirt just to remind yourself, just to keep it as a memento to be like, man, today's goal is to make progress. My only goal is to make progress. Progress is the only goal. So if that fits you and you feel like you need to make progress to be your goal, go ahead and hit the link in the description below and invest into yourself. Invest into that reminder. Treat it like an alarm clock to remind you that you need to make progress. Make sure that you're focused and being intentional about the work that you had today. So progress is the only goal. Hit the description below to invest into yourself. It's not about me. Investing into yourself to remind yourself that progress is my goal for today. So that's enough for me, man. I hope I didn't interrupt you. Get back to the episode. Yeah, man. It's a little weird out there, man. But speaking of girls and girls basketball, made me think about this. Um, Brittney Griner got free, man.
Man, crazy, right?
How long was she locked up? I don't even remember.
She been locked up for
Couple
it's
months.
been a couple months. Yeah, because this all
Yeah,
happened like the summertime. I want to say.
yeah. Like she missed the entire season.
Yeah, it's December,
Yeah.
so
So
she been
what?
out of there.
At least 6 months.
Yeah,
I know
um,
it's more than that.
it might be because I want to say this happened. I want to say she like initially went to jail or whatever, even before her trial and all that. I want to say she initially went to jail at like June, July. So that's at least 6 months,
Hmm.
at least. So then she actually got sentenced to prison. So then prison was at least 4, 5. Like,
Yeah.
oof. So, but yeah, she is free now though, dog. So I'm happy for her though.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm glad they found a way to get her back. But man, people have had mixed emotions about it though.
I feel like the whole situation has been kind of weird because it's like maybe I don't understand the European thing, but like why was she locked up for that? Like I understand jail time, but like prison for that? I'm just like,
Yeah,
really?
but you gotta understand. I really think what happened. I really think what happened was she did get in trouble or whatever. She did what she did. And this is Russia. We talking about this ain't America. So I don't
Hmm.
know the rules and regulations and the laws over there.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly certain they detained her for what she had because that's illegal. That's illegal in
Hmm.
America in certain states. So whatever the rules may be, that was illegal over there. And then I think they detained her at that airport, realized that she was somebody important, and was like, "We finna use this." Like a
Mm.
light bulb went off in their head. Like if I had to guess, that's exactly how it went down. Because they probably like took her in, was like Brittney Griner. This name sound familiar, and then they probably got to talking, and it was like, nah, this is somebody important from
Mm.
America. We gonna use this to our benefit. So that's when I think the whole thing went down. Now I could just be making that up. Obviously I don't know what went into that. But if
Yeah.
I had to guess, I would say that's exactly what happened. Cause like you said, it didn't warrant her being in prison for this long or whatever. Probably didn't warrant her being in prison at all. For real, for real.
I don't think it should.
But like that might have been their laws or whatever. But even then, I don't think she was supposed to go to prison the way she did. Especially because they originally sentenced her for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So like I know that vape pen or whatever it was with hash in it was not worth 10 years prison time.
No.
So when they detained her, I'm willing to bet money they was like, "You're Brittney Griner. You're a WNBA superstar, Brittney Griner, whatever. You just sit right here. We're gonna make a couple phone calls. We're gonna make a couple phone calls. Just sit tight." They hit her with the little sit tight. And then the rest is history. So, but it's all unfortunate or whatever. But
Oh yeah.
and it's some good and bad because like there's no trade. There's like, especially when you talking about, we ain't talking about NBA, WNBA trades. We talking about like hostage situation trades.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no trade where like both sides really win. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to decide a winner, it's probably the Russians.
Yeah.
So
I saw some post. It was saying how, like you said, they won because they're in a war with Ukraine. They just got an arms dealer back. So imagine, basically, like you in a fight and your homeboy come back for backup. Like your karate teacher come back and give you some more game. Like what? Mr. Miyagi come back from from out of town vacation. He's like, listen, young grasshopper, wax on, but not wax off. Oh, that just gave us more game. Bet. Now I'm gonna get back to fight. Like that's
now I'm gonna get back to fighting.
you begin whoop. So now Mr. Miyagi come back and give you some game, and it's like, oh, word, bet. So that's kind of what that's my analogy. Nobody, don't nobody crucify. If y'all crucify somebody, crucify me because I just made that up. That was my analogy. But
It's good.
so, hopefully, I don't know. But that's kind of what they said. Like the arms dealer was. So it's kind of like he just refueled them with some tactics and some weapons and stuff to help them with the war. But I don't know, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, y'all, please don't cancel me. But I did. The funniest thing I seen about the situation, this dude in the comments, when they posted, dude in the comments said, "This is the first WNBA trade to ever make headlines." Boy, when I tell you, I bust out laughing. He said in the first. Oh my god, man! And then folks was in the comments on TikTok talking about Joe Biden, the worst GM in history.
Oh, I've seen that. I saw a couple tweets about that. That's stupid.
He the worst GM. Oh my god, boy, people so funny.
For no reason, bro. That's stupid.
But nah, for real though, I'm happy Brittany's home. Like Brittney Griner's at home. I hope she learned from this. You know, and like whatever may happen with the Russians and everything they got going on, we all we do is hope and pray for the best. That that it doesn't come back on us negatively.
Yeah.
But happy for Brittany though. Happy that she home back in the states, and hopefully she get back to playing because they was talking about like obviously she ain't played in a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
she probably ain't got the nutrition and stuff she needed. So we don't know if she gonna get back to playing or not. But hopefully so though, bro. She obviously was a great player. So hopefully she can get back into the league, bounce back, make some shape. But we'll see though. But right now,
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah. Happy for her, her lady, her family,
Mhm.
teammates, friends, and all that stuff, man. So happy for her, man. But that whole situation was just weird to me. Like, I never fully understood. I mean, I didn't do my due diligence to sit down and read articles and all the detailed stuff. It's just it felt, how can I say this? It felt dumb, not because of her or nothing, but it's like, why is she detained for that? Like, why not detained? I can't be detained, but why is she in? Why does this feel like she gave you a pat on the back or like a little, a little play hit, and you came back
Mm.
and just like you caught back with all your strength, and you just like bah, and it's like that don't add up for me, man. Like it's
She pinched them, and them boys came out with a baseball bat. I said, "I got something for you."
and with that boom shakalaka, and it was like whoa, like flag on the, like that's unnecessary roughness, bro. Like why are we going here? Why are we prison 10 years? Like that's a lot, man. So yeah, I'm glad for her, man. I'm glad she you know was able to come back home and do her thing, man. So even if she don't get back hooping, bro, I hope she's healthy and mentally, she's good. Physically, she's good, and family and all this stuff got some peace now, man. So welcome home, BG. You know, do your
Yes, sir.
thing.
Stay out of trouble.
Hopefully, we ain't got no more foolishness going on, man. So,
We ain't making no more trades.
oh man, that was terrible. That tweet was terrible, bro. That, Twitter,
Twitter is the
Twitter,
worst place.
it's the best of times and the worst of times, man.
Facts. But
I go back and forth on which one is better sometimes between Twitter and TikTok. It's, I don't
man,
know.
it's funny because I feel like Twitter is such a like a young people app. Like, don't care what we say, don't care like how you feel about it. Like Twitter full of burner accounts and like folks just don't care what they say on Twitter. I feel like TikTok is like much more like childish. It's like
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you like this, like in a very simple, childish way, and it's so funny. Like TikTok comments be like, "So who gonna tell them?" or something like that. From some childish like that, it'd be like, "Man, that was just petty." But on Twitter, it'd be like mean. It's mean on Twitter.
I think Twitter Twitter is a little bit of mix. Like it was. I think when we first got on, it was of course a kids thing because that's how social media kind of is. Besides Facebook and LinkedIn, rest of them kind of started off being more of a kids thing, and then it grows and grows and grows, and it becomes more of a um like it grows with age. So we became older, so the app kind of became older with us, and then old generation got into it. And then for me on the business end, you start seeing how business played a role into it. So it's a mix between like our age and a little bit younger, not too much younger, but mainly around our age. So mainly like college kids right about now. And then and up to I'll say 40s. So that whole generation from right now, 20s, late teens, all the way to about 40 because it's business too. TikTok is, yeah, I'll say mainly kid stuff because it's a couple old heads on there and stuff. But that's kind of fun. I see a couple old people on there, and like it's one TikTok. I ain't following, but it always came up on my feed. It was like this old man, just he did. I can't remember now. I ain't seen it in a while, but it was an older man who was just. Dang, I can't remember. I wish I never brought it up now because I can't remember what he said. But it'd be something like it just come up on the feed, and he like a OG type dude, and it's like, okay, you know how to use TikTok. All right, word. And he got like stupid followers too. He's talking about a couple million. I'm like, how? This ain't your app, bro. Like how?
Man,
So
you ain't supposed to be here.
go back to Facebook, bro. That's for you right now. Like go back to Facebook, the family and stuff, man. Like, but if you had to pick one, you can only pick Twitter. Well, let's just say one app. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You can only have one.
Oof. Ooh. I don't know because
Look, let me put it like this. Let me put it like this. You had one to use to post on, and one for consumption. I flip it like that.
like just for fun type stuff.
Yeah. So you don't have to
So
post nothing, but like just to be on.
so the one I post on, I gotta post and then get off. Like, all right, I threw that on there. I gotta exit out.
Yeah, like so more for like business or for school or whatever.
I feel you. Okay, if I was gonna do that, I would say I would keep Instagram to post on because I feel like that's like the most. I don't know. I get the most traffic on Instagram as far as like things I want to do for my like business life. I guess is what I say. School, business, whatever. I would
Mm-hmm.
say Instagram is where I get the most, action at. And then we talking about just consumption for fun. I probably keep TikTok. I can't lie because you pass the time with TikTok. So
Yeah.
and, I can't lie. It might be TMI, but that's usually what I use when I'm on the toilet. I'm on, I'm on TikTok the entire time. I'm not doing nothing else. So
Oh man.
I probably need TikTok more than anything else. And then I be sending TikToks to other people. People be sending TikToks to me. I don't want to have to not be able to watch them. I'm like, now I'm just gonna be looking at it like, dang, this probably hilarious. Yeah, I remember it's funny though, because I remember when TikTok first came out, TikTok first started it started getting hot in the pandemic. Remember? Or right before the pandemic hit.
Mm-hmm.
And the pandemic came and like TikTok kind of took off because now everybody was in the house.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like perfect time. But I remember when TikTok first came out, I was one of them people that was like not against TikTok, but I thought I was too mature for TikTok. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting on that. It's called TikTok. It's for kids. Like,
Yeah.
so I wasn't on it. I had a bunch of friends that was, and my girl at the time, she was on it heavy. And she's like, she was on it all the time. And she was like, you need to see this. She used to be quoting, how people be quoting TikToks now and doing the sounds. And she was like, it's from TikTok. And I'm like, I don't have TikTok, bro.
Yep.
That used to happen. That was happening to me all the time. And then my homeboys got on it, my brother and my homeboy DP. We always on the game and talking every day and stuff. They was they started getting on TikTok. And they used to be sending TikToks in our little group chat. And I used to watch them. I used to click them and used to take me to Safari and open it like as a website. And I could watch the
Yeah.
video instead of the app. So then that started happening so much. Like TikToks from her, TikToks from them, like like TikToks from like other just miscellaneous people that look like, man, this is you. You know how people is.
Mm-hmm.
It got to the point I was like, I'm getting TikToks every day. Like I'm always just download the app.
Yep.
I download the app and here I am on it every day, just like everybody else. So hell yeah.
Yeah. I think if I had to use one just to post on, it's tough. I'll say Instagram because that's what I'm more comfortable with, and that's kind of where I'm at. But part of me wants to say TikTok because I feel like it can work. Um, but I'll probably say Instagram because that's kind of what I know, what I'm used to. So I'll say post for Instagram just to consume and be on. That's tough, man, because Twitter's undefeated, man. Black Twitter, especially Black Twitter, between Black Twitter and NBA Twitter, I can't debate. Like I can't decide like if I can leave that or go to TikTok because
I do enjoy them things too, though. I can't lie. I be using Twitter for news and everything.
yeah,
So I don't know. No, I think I'm gonna still keep TikTok. I enjoy laughing more than real information.
it's tough, man. So that's tough because I don't know, man. I really like this is really tough for me to just. I think about this like probably once a week. Like which one could I do without? Like I don't get on either one enough to like scroll through it because I don't want to be on social media like that.
Mm.
Because it's like if I gotta say this all the time, which I don't know how true it is, but if it wasn't for me trying to do business, I don't know how much I'd be on social media. Like I would probably like really like be off. Like, I'm not even talking about like people say I don't be on social media, but they still be on it like scrolling through and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll be completely off. Like I probably would like not have the app for like weeks, probably months, intentionally, just so I won't get stuck on there. Then of course I hop on here and there and see what's going on, but like I would probably like, nah, I don't want to get too caught up in social media and stuff. So I don't know, man. If I had to pick, like I probably would say TikTok because TikTok has a better blend of the funny stuff, the funny, goofy stuff where I can be a kid and laugh. And for me being a nerd, I like to learn and stuff too. So like I'll probably say TikTok. So TikTok and Instagram will probably be my two apps if I had to like swipe everything else clean. So that's tough though. Cause
Mhm.
Twitter, man, it's undefeated, bro.
Facts. And it's funny, my social media journey is like weird because like I started out not being a big social media person. Like I didn't get Facebook to my senior year of high school. Like I wasn't on social media at all.
Mm.
So and people would be like, all people used to ask me about it all the time. Why you don't got no social media? Why you like I don't see you on social media? I'm like, I just don't have none. I don't know why. Like I'd be doing other stuff. So then my mama really was the first one that made me get Facebook. She was like, "You need to get on Facebook so you know what other people are doing, like your family on Facebook, everything." She talking about, yeah, she's like your family on
Yeah.
Facebook, keep up with stuff. That's how we communicate with people. That's how we let folks know what's going on in our lives. You need to be on Facebook. So I'm like, all right, mom, whatever. I get Facebook. So then that took off. Started getting on Facebook every day. So Facebook was the only social media I had for a while. Then eventually I made a Snapchat just because all my peers was on Snapchat. So eventually I made Snapchat. So then just Facebook and Snapchat for a long time. Got in college, my sophomore year of college, I made a Twitter. My teammates helped me make a Twitter. They was like, man, Twitter's good for your recruitment, this and this and this. College
Mm-hmm.
coaches be on Twitter. You can post your highlights on there. They'll hit you up, stuff like that. I'm like, all right, cool. Made the Twitter for college, like for recruiting purposes. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of smart because schools definitely did hit me up on there. They found me on there and stuff. So that was cool. So then, that's how my Twitter came to be. So I had Facebook senior year of high school. 2 years later, made a Twitter. Keep in mind, our Twitter been out since I was in high school. Twitter been out since I was in middle school. And it took to my sophomore year of college before I made a Twitter. So cool. Didn't make an Instagram until didn't make an Instagram till mid-season last year.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-season made Instagram, or like right before, maybe I think it was like November. Yeah. So I've only had Instagram for like a year on the dot.
Mm.
So made an Instagram in season, and then my teammates was reposting me and stuff. Like they was like, yeah, go follow my boy at this and this and this. And so I've only had Instagram for a year, and now here we are talking about Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
And
That sound like how I would be. Like I'm a little different. Like the longest one I had was hands down Facebook. I had Facebook like when I was in middle school, like
yeah,
super long time, like maybe before that. So no, I think I started in middle school. So had Facebook in middle school because that was kind of what my class and my generation stuff was in. Then it got
same.
lame for us like around high school. Like, are you on Facebook? Oh, you lame because that's for old people and stuff. So I was part of that little wave. And then only reason I got Twitter because the girl I was with at the time, she had when she like kind of how it was for you in TikTok. She was always talking about I saw this on Twitter and this happened on Twitter. I'm like, I don't care nothing about Twitter. Right? Like I don't have like Facebook my own social media. So why are we talking about Twitter all the time? Like, and so at some point, I ended up getting on there and finally, hopping on there. So had that for a minute, and then crazy enough, like I feel like literally after I got it, that's like not too long after that we split. So I was kind of like, that was kind of weird.
You saying Twitter ruined y'all relationship, bro? Twitter ruined what y'all had going on. Oh, stop.
Oh shoot, that's funny.
Twitter ruined it for y'all, man.
Twitter breaking up lives, man. That's the marketing they don't want to hear about.
Boy, they don't want to hear about the dark side of Twitter. They out here ruining relationships.
But no, that's funny. But no, Twitter had nothing to do with it. But that's funny. So now, had Twitter around that time. That's funny. I'm gonna think about that tonight. That's hilarious, bro. But had Twitter around that time, and then um, I actually had a personal Twitter, which I don't even touch really anymore. And then at some point, I ended up making. I don't remember what came first, but I think I made around the same time. I made an Instagram, and then I made a business Twitter page, think I made them around the same time. So I don't have like a personal Instagram. Like it's strictly like BeBall Jones. So like it's BeBall Jones, my Instagram, and I think Twitter. I think I made them around the same time. So I had both of them. And then I heard of TikTok um like the year before the pandemic because once I'm around kids all the time, so it's like, Coach, you seen this TikTok? And I'm like, no, I don't care about that's for y'all. Like I don't care about that. Like it's not for
Yeah.
me. And oh, I Snapchat. When I get Snapchat, yeah, I had Snapchat in high school. Then I got Snapchat in high school, so throw that in there too. But yeah, TikTok was like that's weird. Wow, I'm grown man. Why I care about TikTok? Like that's for y'all kids. Like and growing more and more and more. Then for me, TikTok was like just a dancing app. So like I
Same.
don't dance. Why would I care about? I don't care about y'all dances. Like forget it. Like y'all have fun with that. Do y'all little dance? I'm gonna jump in and stuff here and just mess with just to be cool with y'all, but I don't care about the app. Like whatever. And then I think I was pretty much like 90% of us actually got on during the pandemic. So I think I made the B-Ball Jones page like right around that time. And so trying to get help from them understand, bro, what the heck is TikTok? I'm lost, bro. What is I'm not used to this. Like just there's no like feed on TikTok. It's not like Twitter and Instagram where you can like have more control over what you see and don't see. TikTok like here, content. And it's just like,
Facts.
oh shoot, I ain't used to that, bro. So I was like, all right, bro, what the heck's going on? This is like overload for me. So took a minute to adjust to that, man. But now it's just like I try not to get on TikTok too long. Like I mentally like keep a timer in my head. It'd be like couple scrolls. All right, you gotta get off because I know I get addicted to it. Like TikTok is the most addictive app. Like you go down a rabbit hole and it's like you see somebody a video applied to a comment they had here, and then you go back and forth and you start scrolling through somebody's page. Now you're like going through all this stuff, like
You in the rabbit hole.
a deep rabbit hole. Like that's almost worse than YouTube, bro. It is worse than YouTube because it's
It's
quicker
so
videos.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I literally got caught one day. This dude made a series of basically like if rappers were in anime, and it was weird because
I see that.
it was like the Drake and Mariah Carey one. You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went down a little rabbit hole watching that joint, and I'm like, it felt stupid, but it was actually pretty entertaining at the same time. So I'm like, after that, I look for something too. So I had to go back all the way out of that, look for something else. So I was like a good 30 minutes to just going right there, man. So social media, bro. That's the day and age we live in, man. So
It's
it's
funny how
crazy.
like it's funny how neither one of us was really on it, and then we just got sucked in, and now it's like we own it now. It's like we can't get out.
Yeah. But
We trapped now, brother.
especially like, bro, like this is a very selfish goal, but part of my goal I want to have is like to figure out how to do business without social media. Because if
Pay
I
somebody to
could,
run your social media.
I mean, like completely off. Like
Mm.
it's possible for me to do business and be full time and operate without social media completely. It's very possible to do it. But to get to where I want to get to and have the impact I want to have, I can't. Like it's almost impossible to like because you can like be very local and have the right connections and stuff to where you almost like a folklore type thing because that's what you'll end up being. Because like think about it, bro. First thing you want to do when you hear about somebody is you're gonna go to their Instagram, you're gonna go to social media, try get a feel for what they're doing, get a feel for who they are. So if you hear about some trainer, first thing you want to do is pull up his Instagram or his social media and see what he about, see who he trains and see who follows him, whatever. So you go to somebody and be like, man, you know the B-Ball Jones dude? But yeah, man, what is like I ain't heard about him. What is social media? Oh, he ain't got one. He ain't got one. So now I just like you almost like a myth because you don't have social
It's
media.
all word of mouth.
It's everything's word of mouth. But that's how it was back in the day. So, but you hear, oh, he trained such and such and such and such. Oh, he trained Bronny. He trained Steph Curry. So I can't remember his name, but Steph Curry kids or
Cannon.
yeah, Cannon. I mean, even think about
Oh, YouTube.
no, not that
The rap
uh
sound thing.
the DJ Cannon,
Yeah.
Cannon. Uh, but yeah, so training him or I don't know somebody, and it's like But why he ain't got no social media? It's just weird today. You be like, why don't you have social media?
It is
But
definitely weird.
a part of I don't know why, but that's just a goal I want to have to be like, can I make it without social media, or how can I make it without social media? So if I could, I would probably push to that, or like you said, have somebody else run it. So like for podcasting purposes, I would still do social media to an extent, but I wouldn't be over it. So be like, hey, you run it, bro. Like you do your thing. Like I'll record a podcast and I'll send it to you, and y'all have fun. All right,
That would be the life, boy. We could just do this and then be like, all right, that's it. And we just go on by our business.
that's the
We
goal,
can't.
bro. For me to be to like I don't want to be as hands on as I am as far as like the day to day doing of the podcast. Like
Mm,
I don't mind reaching out and trying to do interviews and thinking about it. I'm gonna still be like mentally into it, but like as far as like editing and stuff, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
yeah.
So
Nobody
mm,
really likes the editing part. We all just want to make content. We don't really want to edit it and break it up and clip it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's part of why I'm so big on like even with my posts. Like if you ever see a post where I'm sitting here recording it, 9 times out of 10, I'm not trying to edit that junk. So like if I have a mistake in that junk, you like I had a whiteboard joint. I'm starting to do that junk. Do I posted on TikTok and I misspelled cancer on there. I wasn't aware of it when I was making it, but I left out the C, the second C in cancer, and he commented on it. And I was like, my first reaction, like, really, bro, really? I this whole 2 minutes, you focus on a quick 5-second mistake. So you know what? I commented back. I said, you know what, bro? I appreciate you sticking around long enough in the video to sit there and realize my mistake. So, uh, I'm glad you took the time to point out something like that. So I'm just like, because the mistake was almost at the end of the video. So like, bro, you sat long enough to watch this whole video. I appreciate, like, I genuinely appreciate that, bro, because you could have swiped off the first 30 seconds or whatever. So like, I appreciate you stuck here long enough to figure that out, bro. So thank you. I ain't gonna comment back, but that's what I had,
Just want
But
they got to know.
hey, man, you stuck along long enough, bro. That helped the algorithm, so I appreciate that. And you commented too. Good looking out, my G. Like you doing your thing, man. So, but yeah, I have a love hate relationship with social media, man. Like, some days I could definitely do without it, and some days it's dope because I get to learn so much from it. So I don't know, man.
It's one of the necessary evils of the world.
So mental toughness is one of the biggest things that I know pretty much every coach preaches to the players, and also one of the biggest factors in the players' game is the mental toughness. So I know that a lot of coaches wish their players would be mentally tougher, and they struggle with teaching them and understanding, mental toughness is to apply it to the game. So to help you guys out, I wrote a whole ebook breaking down what mental toughness is, different factors that make up what mental toughness is, and different ways that you can apply it to your life and your game, because it's a good blend of the player and the person, of how both sides of you can grow in your mental toughness. So I broke it down in the ebook, the Mental Toughness Playbook. The whole ebook is about 50 pages, a little less than 50 pages, easy to read, a simple breakdown of what mental toughness is, different factors and different areas in it that impact your mental toughness, and how you can grow and develop in there. So if you're interested in it, send the description below. So go ahead and look in hit that link and invest into yourself by investing into your mindset and mental toughness. Because I personally believe that um, your brain and your mind is so much powerful than you give it credit. So invest into your mindset, and then your body will follow afterwards. So the mental toughness playbook, get the ebook below. If you tune into it, thank you. I appreciate it. If not, it's fine. Get back to the rest of the episode. See you later. Yeah, speaking of that, did you see? I saw it on Twitter, but today they dropped like the new awards and stuff for the NBA.
I
Did you
did
see
see
that?
that. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. I saw.
It's like
I think
they got one for Michael Jordan, one for George Mike, and one for Jerry West.
I found it. So yeah, new names and trophies for the NBA's major individual awards. So MVP It's the Michael Jordan Trophy. Defensive Player of the Year is the Hakeem Olajuwon's Trophy. Rookie of the Year is the Wilt Chamberlain. Six Man of the Year is the John Havlicek. Most Improved is George Mikan. And New Clutch Player of the Year is Jerry West. I don't know how I feel about all of them, but
I heard somebody say, why would they not let Kareem be the MVP trophy? Because he got the most MVPs. And I was like,
makes sense.
yeah. I did. Somebody say that. I was like, man, hey, y'all got a point.
So I don't know why. I might get a little crucified from the Jordan stands, but if I don't know why, but it feels weird for me to like see Michael Jordan and MVP trophy together. I feel like it don't feel right to me. I don't know why. I'm not trying to say Jordan doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying that at all. But it just I don't know. It just feels weird to see like the MVP trophy. It don't feel like Michael Jordan is like I feel like he's more than that to me, honestly. I feel like that's almost downgrading what he was almost, if that feels right. It just don't match to me. I don't know.
Who you think it should be then? Or what do you think about instead of that? What trophy did Michael Jordan deserve? Because I don't think they'll ever get rid of the Bill Russell Finals MVP.
Heck no. Y'all
Yeah,
sound
especially
crazy.
now.
Heck no. Like even if you started from scratch, I still would probably say give it to Bill Russell. Unless you're gonna rename the championship trophy to Bill Russell and then give Jordan the Finals MVP award.
Yeah, because who even is Larry O'Brien?
I have no clue. I usually know stuff like that, but I have no clue. I've never like took the time to be like, who is Larry O'Brien? Like, I
Let's
don't know.
look that up real quick. I'm trying to look that up. Hold on. Lawrence Francis O'Brien Jr. was an American politician and basketball commissioner. Yada yada yada. He served as postmaster general. Let me actually go to a news site.
He was the third commissioner of the NBA. Okay. So he was right before David Stern.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I guess I can,
But I'm saying, what makes them want to name the trophy? That's what I'm looking for. Like, what did he do? And I was like, yeah, man, name the trophy after that guy.
I think because he had political pull too.
Yeah.
Because I keep saying stuff about he was one of the um something with the Democrat Party. Oh, I found an article on it. All right, man, get out the way, you stupid. All right, get out the way too. All right, having an education lesson here, guys, for the BeBall Jones podcast. All right. Blah 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 blah. He was named commissioner from 75 to 84. Um, okay, knocking. Third commissioner, placing him. He was the driving force behind the merger of the NBA and the ABA. Okay. Okay. Before it was the Larry O'Brien Trophy, the NBA would name its champion to the Walter A. Brown Trophy. The Blazers were the first one to win it in '77. Pretty sure that was Bill Walton year. If I had to throw a guess
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
I'm still not saying anything to be like he did X, Y, and Z to earn it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was looking for. But hey, whatever. Um,
So if that's the case, it was already renamed once. Rename it again.
the Michael Jordan. So should it be the Michael Jordan NBA championship trophy, or should it be the Bill Russell NBA championship trophy? Michael Jordan Finals MVP trophy.
If I had my pick, I'll say Bill Russell gets the championship trophy, but it's too messy to redo all of that. So I guess give it to Jordan.
I
You
guess
know,
give it to Jordan.
but if I had my way, Bill Ross would have the actual championship trophy, and then the Finals MVP trophy would go to Jordan. That fits me perfect. I mean, personally more. And then give the MVP to Hakeem. I hate saying it because I'm a big Dream guy, But it feels weird for him Defensive Player of the Year award too, because he only won it I think 2 or 3 times, and then the Kimbe was 4 time. I mean not Bill, Ben Wallace was like you could I think the
Like he doesn't
Kimbe.
have the most defensive MVP. I mean, players of the year.
No, he doesn't. So the Kimbe would have been a great fit. Ben Wallace would have been a great fit, but they don't have the name of Hakeem Olajuwon. So if you look at all the people who name wise are up there with Hakeem, he's obviously the best pick. Like nobody else is even close to being like the defensive guy when you think about that. So that's an okay one. Rookie of the year, Wilt, no debate there. 6 million a year, John Havlicek. Legacy and like league history wise, yes. But if we're being completely on, like 100% honest, Jamal Crawford Award, like
Only three names I feel like can be thrown in the ring for that: Jamal Crawford, Manu Ginobili, Lou Will.
yeah, like John is cool. Respect. I'm not trying to be like get crucified for like saying they play against plumbers. I'm not trying to say that. But if you're really looking at 6 man, like strictly looking at 6 man, Jamal Crawford made that junk. Cool. I think he has him and Lou Will are top for the most. I think Manu is really what made that jump pop for our generation. Before that, it was like okay to be 6 million a year. Jamal made that jump for real, like the thing to do, and he inspired for like Lou Will to do that jump. So like, if we're really gonna rename that award, like you said, it's only 3 names that really deserve that jump. So one of them three, if it was one of 3, I wouldn't have nothing to say. Like, all right, cool. So respect the John Havlicek though. I'm not trying to be like be killed like other people have been, but it's probably happening anyway. And then most improved George Mikan.
Whatever.
I I feel like
I go ahead.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're just trying to throw George Mikan in there.
Some people have said, I ain't saying this how I feel now, but some people have said that the NBA goes out of their way to glorify like old white players. Like, so we don't forget them or whatever. Like, make sure they still get their shine, stuff like that. So that's kind of what some people have been saying also. Like, they want to magnify the older white players that we sometimes forget, like Jerry West, like George Mikan, like John Havlicek. You know, and
But
I almost feel bad saying that because it's like I would hope that ain't the way, but you know how the world is now.
it is not. I wouldn't be surprised hearing that. But looking at the last 3 names, I the only one I truly have an issue with is the Jerry West Award. That's the only one I actually have like a legit issue with. Like, okay, the other ones is a debate conversation, but why the heck is him in the logo and he gets a trophy? Like, so you got to call for the logo. Then we change the logo.
We got to call for the. You ain't
That's how
finna
I
have a
feel.
vote, Jerry.
You can't have both, bro. We can't have everything. Like you can't have your ice cream or your cake and eat it too. We're not gonna do both here. Respect to you being the only person in history to have Finals MVP on a losing team. You got matter of fact, you got 3. You are the logo. Now you have the most clutch award, which I don't even know what the heck that is either. And you the only Finals MVP to have on a losing team. Why are you getting all 3? And you dope executive too. You can't just have a life for everything, bro. Like, come on now. You can't just win everything. Like, we're not gonna have that, bro. Like, come on now. But that man winning everything right now, man. So, but like seriously, bro. Like, what? First off, what is the most clutch player award? Like, that sounds like the Dame Lillard award. Like, that's what it sounds like. Like, to get it, Dame. Number 1, and then number 2,
That's how we feel.
yeah. And then number 2, why is it him? Like, once again, no disrespect. I'm not trying to clown and be like he wasn't clutch none of that stuff. But why is it him? Like,
Well, they said Jerry West's nickname in his playing days was Mr. Clutch. Like that was like his name, his
but
nickname.
he has the logo. We can't go to. If that's the case, give somebody else. Like, if all the people in the history of the game, why only him?
I don't know, man. Lee love Jerry.
Well, you need to love him in different ways besides giving that man every award possible. Like, you can't give that man a logo and a trophy. Like we done had thousands, well, I don't say thousands, but hundreds of legendary players of that caliber that don't have any recognition. So it's like instead of giving opportunity to spread the wealth, we just like, Jerry, here, double dip.
Double dip.
Like so, that's the only one actually. I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I have nothing to hate on. It's not like I'm missing out on it. I'm not having the award named after me, so whatever. So I just feel like that's weird because it's like I don't know. I had to sit down and think about who I feel like would be a better fit, or not a better fit, but a different fit for that. So, uh, but yeah, that's all I got right now, man. So I still don't even know what that means. Like, how are we going to categorize and quantify who fits? Like, who had the most game winners that year? Or if that's the case, we might as well man Kobe Bryant trophy too. You got the All Star MVP and that junk because Kobe.
If we talking
Yes,
about
he.
Mr. Clutch though, that is somebody whose name we would throw in the ring. It's like
You want
Cole
double?
deserved to be in the list.
We can double dip on that one too, bro. So if you want double dip, that's got double dip for. You feel me? So
Yeah, I can go for that. Yes, I don't know. You might be right. They might need to lay off Jerry a little bit because he got a lot, man. Like, let's let somebody else get some shine. You
like,
know.
think about it, bro. Literally every single time you see the NBA, you see him because he's the logo. Like literally, you cannot go without seeing the NBA in Jerry West. That's literally impossible. Like, how much more recognition can you get than that? Yes, you might not be known for like every time you see a logo, you think Jerry West, but if you know, you know. And at some point, you're gonna be like, you can hit your uh mental maturity point where it's like, who the heck is this? Who is this guy? At some point, that kind of clicks for you. So, it ain't the WNBA where they said it's nobody specifically. It looked like Diana Taurasi, but they haven't like they never said it was her. But low key, people be like it is her because it looks like her. So, oh well. But I don't know, man. They're trying to do too much for Jerry. I'm like, why I got both of them? But
That's valid, though. I didn't think about it like that, but that's funny. Maybe they need to let somebody get some shine. I do nominate Kobe Bryant. I would nominate Kobe for that one. Mr. Clutch, I'd go for Kobe. I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
yeah, the only other person I can think about right now, which I'm not, I'm not even a big fan of, but Reggie Miller. So
Valid. That's valid.
I mean, it's valid,
Uh,
but still, it's like the caliber of name is just like it's a drop off. You got
no, yeah.
Jordan, Hakeem, Wilt, Reggie Miller. So that's kind of my
John
devil's
Havlicek.
advocate. See, I didn't want to do that because I'm not trying to get clowned by the whole older community.
No, I'm gonna say it. John Havlicek played with. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But
Oh man.
nah,
But
yeah.
if we're gonna be complete, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Chill.
Don't need them kind of comments.
Nah, man. So
So we might need to have that as a separate episode, like naming our own awards, like who should get the name of the award, because they're doing the East and West Finals MVPs now, and it's gonna be West is Magic Johnson Finals, Western Conference Finals MVP, and
mhm.
East Larry Bird, rightfully so. I feel like
Yeah,
those are excellently named awards, and then
I
they
think
gave
I think they did perfect with Bill Russell, Kobe, Bird, and Magic. Those were like the four. They went 4 for 4. Perfect. If you can't do no wrong with that one. Now they took a slight dip with these 5 or 6, however many it was. Like they were perfect. The Bill Russell Award. Ooh, that's perfect. Pay homage to him. Do your thing. The Kobe Bryant All-Star MVP. Ooh, perfect. Pay homage to Kobe. Perfect. Bird and Magic. Ooh, East and West. That was the 1-2 punch. All right, cool. Doing your thing. 6 million a year. John Havlicek. You just don't hit the same, man. So
it does it though. I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, so we might have to make this whole episode because I don't want to like go too long talking about it, but like
Yeah.
We might need to discuss like who really deserved the other names. Like I'm actually good with Hakeem Olajuwon because I feel like he is like Mr. Defense, like best defensive center ever. So I think
Hmm.
that's cool. Um, so and then leading NBA leading shot blocker, all that good stuff. So he is like the defensive guy. I get he ain't no on the ball like lock up Tony Allen, Ron Artest kind of dude, but there's something to be said for Hakeem Olajuwon to be the best defensive player ever, or have the most
Oh yeah.
defensive, whatever you want to say. So
Yeah.
I'm good with
Yeah.
that. I'm okay with Jerry West, but then when you said that about the logo and stuff, I was like, oh, you got a point. So I'm kind of on the fence about Jerry. John Havlicek, I can take it or leave it. It's like you know, whatever. And then Michael Jordan MVP, cool. I'll take that. Mike deserved to have something named after him. But
Yeah.
I think it would have been Kareem. Definitely, he got the most. And if y'all wanted to change the name of some of these championship trophies, it could have been a Michael Jordan NBA championship trophy, or the Bill Russell NBA championship trophy, and the Michael Jordan Finals MVP. Because Mike got 6 of them things, he got the most of them, other than Bill Russell. So I'd have been cool with that.
Hmm.
But I'll take Michael Jordan. Then you got Wilt
Most
Chamberlain.
improved.
Yeah, most improved George Mike and whatever. Because we got the Mike and drill. Is that why we did that? Is that what? Because the Mike and drill is making players better all over the world. Oh my goodness, that's probably what they. Man, come on, kids do the Mike and drill every day. Man, like man,
Go home with that, man. Like,
I also do AI crossovers every workout I have. You don't see y'all name it after Allen Iverson.
I didn't even do that.
We
It's
got a
nah.
drill called the Ray Allen drill. We only you don't hear him naming it after Ray Allen. Like, come on, man, funny
Yeah,
boy.
that's a whole episode right there we can have, man. Like renaming these awards, bro. So, oh man, thank you NBA for giving us some more content, cause
Hey,
man,
boy,
they need
that's
a
a
little
good
help
one.
with that one. Need a little
So,
help. So once again, NBA, if and when y'all take our suggestions, just I don't need the recognition, I don't need the attention. Just cut me a check.
check.
All right, give me some royalties on that mug, cause I know y'all earning some money from that, so I need that too. But cut me a check up front and give me the back end. I need the front end and the back end. All right, so
Man, every year when y'all hand them awards out.
hand my check out. All right, that's what I need.
As a matter of fact, y'all got a media award somewhere, and go on name that the BeBall Jones, BeBall Jones Media Award, whatever the award called,
Yep,
Sports Writer of the Year or some whatever
give us
y'all do.
something.
Need something. Put our little logo on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
trademark that junk for y'all. Try to get crazy with it. So.
y'all just getting out award names anyway. BeBall Jones Media Analyst of the Year.
Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. But yeah, man. Um, I think that's enough before we get canceled today. So,
We pushing the limit now.
yeah, we done brought up Russia. We done brought up China and we didn't bring up China part, but TikTok. In my hunger, I had a girl just send me something saying that I think she's the governor here. I should know this, but the governor here, she done banned TikTok in Alabama. So
What?
because of something going on in China. So whatever. So we might get canceled because of that too. So we done brought up Russia, China, and TikTok, and we've been clowning old school NBA. So we just this I don't think it's the council episode or something like that, bro. Like don't cancel me yet, like something like that, bro. Because
We already
we just
got the
ask.
don't hate me butts. Now we got don't cancel me. We
Um,
pushing it, but
hey, every episode we finna either get slandered because we sound like a hater, or we just pushing it down and get canceled. It's one of the two, man. So nice run while it lasted, my G.
hey, boy. Hey, boy. We had a good run.
I'm gonna wait to put this episode out. I'm gonna wait like a couple months, so we don't cancel too soon, man. But oh man, I think that's it for right now, man. Anything else?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. Um, it's been a good one. I had fun.
So
But
with this being our last episode, man, anything else you want to say before we off the air for good?
um, it's funny because like part of me want to say something like real bad, like real funny, but then I was like, let's go leave it. Man, but that does it for another episode of the BeBall Jones podcast before we mess it up even more. But y'all be sure to follow Brian on all social medias, man, at BeBall Jones. That's BeBall Jones on all social media platforms. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at NellyH34, at Nelson.Haskin on IG. And you can follow me on my name on Facebook. We like to keep the conversation going on over there. Be sure to follow the podcast on TikTok. If you're watching us on YouTube, it's going across the bottom of the screen. You see it right there. At BeBall Jones Podcast. But that does it for another episode, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe and drop down in the comments. And, just keep the conversation going with us, how you feel about anything we said. We talked about a lot, just this is a little catch-up episode. So y'all catch up with us. We want to catch up with y'all, too. So what's going on with y'all? How was y'all week? What did y'all do today and yesterday and the day before yesterday and all that good stuff? So y'all catch up with us in the comments. But that's it, man. So once again, we appreciate y'all for listening. Be sure to tune in next week when we talk about something important.
Maybe.
Maybe. Depending on how we feel.
If we don't get canceled, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, if there is another episode, this might be it. But without further ado, man, we out.